Hey guys, my name is JayDollKingHefner, and this is my bike setup for the 2024 Tour Divide. And for all of you that don't know, the Tour Divide is the largest off-road bike race in the world. I will be racing my bike from Banff, Alberta, Canada, 2,700 miles to the border of Mexico in Antelope, Wales. And I'll be doing that on June 14th of 2024. Unlike a lot of other riders, I will actually be riding this bike from Memphis all the way to Canada for the start of the race. So everything that I have on this bike is all that I'm gonna have with me. So let's jump right into it. I'm gonna be riding a Salsa 2023 Cutthroat. It's a 810 2x, and I'm not this technical master. I don't know all the numbers. All I know is it's a 2x drivetrain. So that means I have two levels in the front, but you can't see because I have the bike turned around. I have two levels to shift to in the front as opposed to one. A lot of people like one by. I'm not a fan of one by because you have to have a larger cassette in the back, and that can make your chain bend and have unnecessary wear on the chain. So I went with the good old 2x with this Salsa Cutthroat, and in my opinion, it's an absolute beauty of a bike. I'll be riding 29-inch tires by 2.35 inches. So there's some beefy tires, and I have opted to go with the Schwab tires. I have a Racing Ray in the front and a Racing Ralph in the back. Let me double check. Yep, Racing Ray and Racing Ralph. I was going to go with the Fleecer Ridge tires, but I decided to trust my good old friends at Schwab. You know, if I wear these tires out on the way up to Canada, I may think about switching them out. And they are fully tubeless. And for all of you that don't know what tubeless means, that means they do not have an inner tube. They are pumped up and they have sealant in the tires, which if I run over something sharp, the sealant should keep me from having a flat. But I will have an extra inner tube with me, just in case. So taking a closer look at this bike, I'll be running some good old Zip Aero bars. They are fully carbon, and I have some bar tape on the Zip Aero bars. I don't actually remember what brand, but it feels good and beefy and comfortable. I have a mount in between my Aero bars for my GoPro, so I can actually document the race. I try to get as much footage as I can without interrupting my race flow. Right here, for my bike computer, I opted to go with a Garmin 540 Solar. Now, you can go with the 840 Solar or the 1040 Solar, but my pocketbook says I needed to go with the 540 Solar, and I do have an extra 540 Solar in case something happens to this one or the battery runs down, but hopefully the solar energy will keep it powered up. Up front, I have some Phoenix lights. I have two of them, one here and one on this side, and they are 1600 lumens. I actually stole the idea from a guy, a professional racer named Lackland Morton. I saw him have this set up on his bike, and since I don't have a dynamo hub, for all of you don't know, a dynamo hub is built into the front wheel, and it will actually give you power as you pedal. But I opted to go with some battery powered lights. But I didn't really have the time or resources to get a dynamo hub at this time. Up front, I have a couple of pair of Revelate Design feed bags. And that's where I'll be holding my water at. These feed bags are awesome. They have little pockets on the side, and they're very durable, it seems to be. I'll know more about that at the end of the race. And I just want to keep as much stuff off of the bike as possible, because on the Salsa Cutthroat you have all type of mounts on the front where I could have put water bottles and things of that nature, but I decided to just sort of keep that off the frame, and I'll be using my feed bags for that. Up front, I have the MagTank 2000, and this is where I'll be keeping my snacks and things of that nature. It's from Revelate Design. It's a pretty nice hefty bag, and I have my gloves in here right now, just for right now. I have some specialized gloves. I don't know if I'm gonna use these or not, but I did buy them. They have a lot of extra padding on them, so I said let me give these a try. I also have two pair of shades in here, and I have one pair that's clear for nighttime riding. I got these from Shady Rays. I saw them promoting on YouTube. They seem like a great company. If you break or lose your glasses, they will replace them for free. I think that was just irresistible. And I also have a pair with a bit of an orange tint to sort of match my bike. I've been wearing these pair a lot, and right now I love the Shady Ray glasses. So shout out to Shady Ray, appreciate you. I'll let you know how I enjoy them after the race. And I also have just a pair of merino wool gloves, and I'll be using these gloves as a glove liner to just sort of keep my hand, stop it Crow, keep my hand extra warm when I'm riding. So I have these in here, and like I said, I'll probably change it around once I start getting my snacks situated in there. But I like the MagTank 2000 so far. I just have it bolted on. And it has a magnetic hookup, so you just flip it over and it hooks up automatically. On the back of the bike, got me some good old trusty bear spray. The brand is Frontiersman Bear Attack Deterrent. That's what they call it. And I got this off of Amazon. As you can see, the safety is still on there. I'm gonna have to cut that off. But I have it back here. I couldn't really fit it up anywhere up front. And right here, which just sort of fell down a little bit, is my good old Garmin InReach Mini 2. If you're talking about seriously racing in the race, you need to have a tracker, a satellite tracker. You can go with like 2 or 3 brands, I believe. Most people go with what they call a spot tracker. That's the brand. But I went with the Garmin InReach Mini 2 because I sort of read some things that discouraged me from getting the spot tracker. I heard that it could be unreliable at times. If I'm going to be racing a race, I want some things that are going to be reliable for me. I also have a cheap light from Walmart that I got as a tail light, just to hook onto the back of my bike for extra safety. And down here, I have a little removable backpack. It's ultra light. It packs down into this small little frame right here, and it's from Appadura. And it's a backpack I can fit on my back in case I stop at a store and I need to resupply, because all of my bags on my bike are packed to the max. So if I'm going to carry any extra food, or drinking anything like that, I'm going to have to put it in my backpack for a temporary amount of time. And so I decided to get this nice little backpack. So, with all that said, let's move on to what I actually have in the bags on my bike. Oh, I forgot, before we move on to the bags on my bike, I do have an Ergon SR Pro saddle on my bike right now. I had a Brooks Cambium C15 saddle, and I honestly don't know which one I'm going to stick with. The Cambium C15 was a great saddle, but it's a bit stiff. I don't know how it's going to handle the long haul of riding. And so I switched to this Ergon SR saddle. And although it feels like it has more padding, it's a bit stiff as well. It actually feels a little worse. So I'm going to give it a chance. Right now, I don't know actually which saddle I'm going to go with. So the first bag we're going to take a look at is the Egress Pocket from Revelate Designs. I have it strapped over my handlebar bag. I love the egress pocket, just a little extra storage, and I don't have everything that I'm going to actually put in here yet. I'm going to put a few more items in here, probably some wires and things of that nature that I need to charge stuff up with, but right now, I have a travel kit, my toothbrush and toothpaste. I have a Sawyer Squeeze water filtration system that I have no idea how to use because I forgot to tell you guys, I'm a rookie at this. I learned all of this stuff from looking at other pros and things of that nature, but I have no idea how to use this thing properly. But I figure I may need to filter some water, so I'm bringing it with me. And hopefully I'll figure out what I'm doing by the time I get on the road. Something I don't see many cyclists talk about when they're doing their packing list is I got some dang well deodorant because I don't believe in getting musty as all wood on the road. I'm going to keep me some deodorant on, and I need some gentle deodorant, so I use Suave powder. I love this deodorant. Have a little duct tape. I thought it was neat because I found it, where it's not on the roll. So I'm going to take all of this duct tape. Never know when I might need it. What else do I have? Once again, taking care of the good old mouth. I have me some good old fashioned scope that I'll be taking to sort of rinse my mouth out. I should easily be able to find some more if I need it. And something else I need to buy is just a little bar of soap to take with me because I see these racers just jump into some water and say, yeah, I'm clean. Nah, bro, if you ain't using no soap, you ain't clean. I'm just sorry. So I'm going to give me a little bar of soap, and you probably can't see, but it has all type of little compartments in here. It has another, you can see in there, it has like a zippered compartment in there. It's a pretty cool bag. I like it. So the egress pocket is going to come in handy. The next bag we'll break down is my handlebar bag, and it's the pronghorn harness from Revelate Design. As you can see, I'm a big fan of Revelate Design. They just really have some well-made bags, and I just couldn't resist going with them for most of my bags. So, in the handlebar bag, I decided to put my sleep system. So let's open this bad boy up. I love it because it opens from either side. Let's see what we have in here. And this is a medium handlebar bag. I think it's like 11 liters, holds 11 liters. So off the bat, I have my bivy from Mountain Laurel Designs. I got the idea from one of my favorite riders, Leah Wilcox. She says she uses this, and if Leah approves of this, it has to be good. She says it doesn't have any condensation buildup, so I went with this bivy. Next, for a little bit of comfort, I brought me a ultralight blow-up pillow, and I just got it from Amazon. It's called Hiking Tour. So hopefully this will be good. It has some great reviews. Got me a little pillow for comfort. Here, I'm sorry guys, I went cheap. They say you should always spend a lot on your sleeping system, but my budget was getting tight. But I did manage to get me a air mattress in case the ground is really cold. And I went with a brand called Sleep and Go. It's actually a bit large for an air mattress, but it was all I could really afford at the time. So hopefully it'll pay its weight in dividends down the road. I saw some mixed reviews on it, so we'll see how it holds up. What else we have? Next, is my sleeping bag. And I was really torn about bringing this because it does add, it just takes away from the room that I have on my bike or in this bag. But I said, forget it. A lot of people saying, go and take your sleeping bag. So I got the Aegis Max Ultralight Outdoor sleeping bag. And it's really a, what is it, like a 3-season sleeping bag. I don't think it really is supposed to protect you from extreme cold. But I do have a down jacket, and I do have some down pants, so hopefully paired with this, I should be pretty warm while using it. Next, I have a ground tarp to put under my bivvy, just for extra protection against the ground. I just want to protect my bivvy from getting ripped, or just an extra barrier between me and the ground. So I decided to give me a little, oh, not a tarp, but a ground cover. That's what this is. It's a ground cover, not a tarp. So I decided to spring for that. Next, as I said earlier, they're pretty big. I'm going to be honest with you as far as packing them in, but these are my down pants. So I figured that they'll come in handy at some point in time. So I had to give me some down pants, but they're almost bigger than, or they are bigger than my sleeping bag, to be honest with you. But it's not a very expensive pair, so that's why. And last but not least, I couldn't resist from Outdoor Vitals. I got some down booties. So to go over my feet at night, keep my feet nice and toasty and warm, I got some down booties. So that is it for my sleeping kit. So this pronghorn harness, this bag here, quite a bit. The next bag we'll explore is my seat bag from Revelate Design. It's the Spine Lock, and it holds 14 liters. So this bad boy can really pack a lot. It has a technology on it to where it pulls tight against the seat post, and it really prevents it from swinging. I just move the bag and the whole bike is moving, So this technology is gonna keep this bag from swinging by itself. I really love the design of this bag. It's absolutely amazing. As I said before, I have my bear spray up here, and I have my Henry's Mini on top, and my light in the back. But I'm take my light off for a second and hook it up right here. And let's open the back. I have it packed to the max. And what's sweet about this bag is it actually has a little air hole over here where you can let out the excess air. So let's open it up. And these are mainly clothes that I have. And right now, some people are going to say I'm going overboard, but I have some heated gloves because I do have a problem with my hands staying warm. So I actually have some heated gloves here that I got off Amazon. I don't know how long they'll even last while I'm using them, but I just had to get them just in case. So they are heated gloves that you can turn on with a battery inside. Next, I have a pair of rain gloves that I got from Refrigerware. They actually sent me these gloves free because I didn't like a pair of gloves that they sent me to keep my hands warm. So they actually sent me these rain gloves for free, and I've tried them out and I actually love them. If things get too cold during the rain, I have an extra pair of rain gloves from Specialized. These are like the neoprene version of their rain gloves, so I'll probably double up, put these on, and then put these on top. They seem pretty cool. I tried them out once. Now, I actually have another pair of merino wool gloves as a liner for my gloves. And as you see, I went with orange again to match my bike. And I have some long finger bike gloves from this company called M-Bike. Once again, Amazon just getting all my little money. But I went with these because I figured, hey, it may be a time where I need some long finger gloves. So I went with these bad boys. And like I say, most people have like a couple of pair of gloves. It can be seen as going overboard, but hey, everybody has to get what they think they need. Next, I have a good old rain jacket. It's sort of thick, it's not really thin. I got it from Specialized. It's a nice rain jacket, I'm gonna be honest with you, from Specialized. This hood is really big, so it can actually fit over my helmet if I wanna wear it over my helmet. Uh, the only thing that I wish I could have did was get another rain jacket or shell, what they call a rain shell. It's a lot thinner than this jacket is. So if it's sort of warm outside, I could have put on a thinner rain shell, but as the budget stated, I only had enough money to get one rain jacket, so I went with this one from Specialized. It's a little thicker, but it should get the job done. Next, I have some rain pants, and I forgot which brand this was. What was the brand? I forgot, because it was just a cheap brand I got off Amazon. Oh, Little Donkey Andy. That's the brand of these rain pants. And they're gonna be one of the few things that I'm taking with me that I've never tested. Once again, I'm just praying that they get the job done, because a lot of this rain gear, they have like a rain barrier sprayed on them. And over time, that rain barrier breaks down. And I'm like, you know what? I don't wanna break it down before I actually need it. I want it to be as strong as possible, so I actually haven't tested these. But we'll see when we get on the road though. Next, I have a good old hydration kit, a hydration pack that can fit on my back. And it's from this company called Aonergy. And I got it once again off Amazon. I was gonna go with a Salomon hydration pack, but this fit into the budget a little bit better. I think it was like $40, $50 or something. And the Salomon pack I was looking at was over 100. So once again, I had to sort of make a budget decision, but I tried it on. It seems to fit nice. I think it holds like up to 3 liters. I think it holds up to like 3 liters of water. And I have a 2.5 liter hydration pack, so it should work out pretty well on that long stretch when I hit New Mexico. So hopefully this pays off right when I need it. What else do I have? Oh, I have an extra kit, because once again, I've seen people ride with the same clothes on from beginning to end of the Twitter Divide, and I'm sorry, it got to be some funky privates and booties if you ain't changing clothes at all. I'm just sorry. So I'm going to have to at least have an extra kit so I can wash one out and put the other one on. This is going to be my shirt. I think it's really fashionable from Rafa. I went with Rafa for both of my kits. This is the one I haven't tested. This is a short, the short kit. The other one is a long pants kit, but this is the short kit from Rafa. I need to test this one out before I actually leave. They feel amazing though. And I also have an extra underlayer. I have a long sleeve underlayer, and I have or base layer they call it. I have a long sleeve base layer, and this is my short sleeve base layer. I said when I first leave, I'm probably going to start out wearing my long sleeve base layer. So, those are my clothes. Seems like I have something else in here though. Oh yes. Here we go. Once again, I see people with like one extra pair of socks. I'm sorry, I got to keep my feet dry. I'm not trying to have just one pair of socks, one extra pair of socks. It's too much rain and stuff that I see on the Twitter Divide. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep my feet dry. And I did actually spend a little extra money on these. I got a pair of socks from Leak Dry. These are supposed to be completely waterproof socks. I have a short pair. Then I have a longer pair. of leak. Oh, don't bother. I have a longer pair of leak dry socks. You know, in case I have to walk through a big puddle or something. These should keep my feet, my feet completely dry. My shoes might get wet, but at least my feet will be dry. And last but not least, which I don't even think I'm gonna bring these, I have a pair of merino wool socks. They're thicker. I don't know if I'm gonna bring them yet. I may bring them, but I do have some toe socks, socks that fit around each individual toe. They're merino wool as well, and I'm thinking I might bring those instead of these. But as of right now, these are in the bag. So that was it for everything I have in my spine lock. Let me make sure. Yeah. So those are all my clothes that I'll be taking on the Tour Divide. The next bag I want to discuss is my frame bag, and it's a hell of a bag. I haven't used it, but I'm just loving it already. It's a fully waterproof bag by Rock Geist, and it's the only bag that's not actually a Revelate Design bag, because when I talk to the people at Revelate Design, they say they didn't specifically make a bag to fit the Salsa Cutthroat frame. So I did my searching, and I found out that Rock Geist does specially make bags for the Salsa Cutthroat. They will make you a bag for any model of Cutthroat that you might have. Just let them know which one you have. So with all that said, I forgot to tell you guys. Oh, and I changed the bike around. But I actually have a mini pump over here on the outside of my bike. So I got this bad boy. It's just a mini pump from Pro Bike Tube. I thought it was pretty neat. I haven't actually tested it out. I need to test it out to see how well it works. You just open the cap, and here's the little wire that you hook up to your bike, and it can go to Presta or Schrader valve. And most people are probably gonna have a Presta valve if they're doing this race. Now let's see what we have in this frame pack. Good thing about this frame pack is it's a roll top bag, so you don't have to worry about the zipper tearing up or anything like that. One other piece of clothing that I do have is my trusty puffer jacket. Got one from Specialized, and this bad boy is sweet. I'm really loving this puffer jacket. It seems warm, and it comes all the way up to my nose, to be quite honest with you. The zipper it zips all the way up to the nose. This is a great jacket from Specialized, packs down really small. Love this bad boy. I have a bag with some wipes in here, so the times I can't take a shower, I'll be able to wipe myself down with these wipes, keep myself somewhat clean. I have a bag with some lotion for my butt to keep my butt from getting saddle sores. I have some, what's it called? Avene Sulfate. That's what it's called. I heard some good things about this from a great rider named Sofian Sahili. So I decided to get it as well. Never used it. I have me some electrolyte fast chews in here to keep me from dehydrating out there. I also have some aqua tabs to purify water if it's looking pretty murky. I think that's all I have here, other than some gloves. Never know when I might need some rubber gloves, maybe to wipe the sulfate on my body and things of that nature. So that's this bag. Next, I have sort of an incomplete bag here. Got some bandages, some little alcohol pads, some ibuprofen pills. It's supposed to be first aid. I got some sinus pills in here. It needs a few more things to add to it. A lot of people carry caffeine pills. I got enough energy. I don't feel like I'm gonna need caffeine pills. I'm not a big fan of caffeine anyway, but that's my incomplete first aid kit. Next, I'm gonna need a power supply. So I have a couple of power plugs for outlets when I get to a hotel. These white things right here. and I have two 20,000 milliamp battery banks. You know, and hopefully these bad boys will keep me charged up when I'm on the road until I can find a hotel or somewhere else to get a recharge. And next, I have a 2.5 liter bladder that I can hook up to my hydration pack that I showed you guys earlier. I just have this handy in the good old frame pack. What else do we have? Oh yes. Now we have my repair stuff, and it's a boatload of stuff in here. I got tile levers, I got my multi tool, I got CO2 cartridges, I have extra brake pads, I have a derailleur hanger in case something happens to my derailleur hanger, I got tire plugs, I got a stitch kit in case I have to stitch my tire, which I'm hoping I never have to do. I have some sealant, some orange sealant that I got from my good friends over at Outdoor Incorporated. It's a bike shop here in Memphis. I got me a brush to clean my wheel. I need a towel actually to help wipe down my wheels and things of that nature, a chain. That's the only other thing I think I need. Oh, I even have a pooper scooper here in case I need to dig a hole and use the bathroom, so to speak. But this has a boatload of supplies. I'm not a great bike mechanic by any means, but I have enough in here to try to keep me rolling. Oh, I also have something that I stole from Sufyan Sahili, idea from him. I have some Presta to Schrader valves. You can hook one of these up to your tire, and I should be able to use like a some air at a gas station or something like that. So that's all the supplies to keep my bike rolling to the next destination. Next, I have some extra little clothing here. I have some leg covers for the sun I got from Trek. I actually got some leg warmers, but I might replace them with some other leg warmers that I have. And this little orange thingy here, that's a bug net to put over my face in case I run across an area that has a lot of bugs. I do have a little towel to wipe my body off here. And I have some underwear to put on when I'm going to sleep for the night because I don't want to sleep in my kit and I'm not sleeping butt naked, sorry. And I think that's all that's in there. And yes, that would do it for my good old Rockgeist frame pack. The last thing I'm going to talk about is what I have around my waist. And I'm going to be wearing this waist pack, which is a fancy way of saying fanny pack, so to speak. I thought it was pretty cool. It's from Appadura. Just a way of carrying a few extra things. Unhook it from the front. And I think it's pretty cool. It's totally waterproof. Has some little pockets here on the side. I don't have anything in here right now. This is a zip pocket. And on this side, you can just put something in there. Open this bad boy up. And right now, I have my good old passport. I have my passport in here. And I actually have a passport card as well. Some people don't actually have a card, they just have a passport, but I got the card and the passport. Right here, I have some SD cards for my GoPro. Just wanted to keep them safe in a container here. I got this little container off of Amazon. I'm not gonna keep it here, I don't think, but this is my extra GoPro. This is my extra Garmin 540. I have it in this little protective case in here, sitting all nice and snug. It'll be there just in case my GoPro either loses its charge for some reason or something happens to it. I have an extra one. And I will load up the map to both of them so I can be prepared. I also have a headlamp here that I'll be using at camp. You know, it's from, where is it from? Black Diamond. I got this idea from Leah Wilcox. What I love about this one is it's battery powered with AAA batteries, so I don't have to worry about keeping it charged. I just use this at camp and replace the batteries as needed. It looks like I have, in case I run across a bear or something, I got a good old trusty pocket knife. Get away from me, bear. You better not mess with me with this pocket knife. Everybody laughed at me when I said it. What you gonna do with a pocket knife against a bear? Well, I'm not gonna have to worry about a bear, but it's good to have this pocket knife. No telling what I can use it for. And I also have something I definitely need, and that's insect repellent. I don't want to deal with any insects. It says it's good for up to 10 hours. It's a brand called Repel. I got this off of Amazon as well. I'm sure I'm going to probably need more of this along the way. And I think that's all I have in here now. I'll probably add something in here, not quite sure. But this bag is really cool. It has like 3 different layers in here that you can put stuff in. You have these compartments right here. You have a zip pouch. You got an area behind the zip pouch. You got this thing right here that you can, I don't know what that's for. Oh, sorry. That's just to zip it up. But it's a nice pouch. I really love it. And even on the front, or on the back, so to speak, you have this little thing right here where you can hook a light up to it. So I'll probably actually put that to use. I really love this. Something I'm not using but I really like is this bag here from Ozark Trail. It's also a waist pack. Hook it up like this. I'm actually not going to use that this time, but I'm just showing you because if I had found this bag first, I might have used this one instead of my Appadura bag. It's not as beefy. It's, feels a little not as good material, but the difference is that Appadura bag costed me like $50, and this thing cost $5. I got it on a clearance sale at Walmart, and it's a neat bag. The compartments in here aren't as great, but it could get the job done. And on the side, it actually has compartments if you want to put like water bottles or something on the side. So it's an extra way to carry liquids and things of that nature. I really liked it, and I'm just showing you because for other people that may be on a tighter budget, and if you don't want to spend extra money on that Appadura bag, maybe you can find one of these where you are. I think when it wasn't on clearance, it was like 20 bucks. But I got 2 of them. I said, you know what? At some point, I'm going to use this, whether it's on this great Twitter vibe or not. I'm going to use it. I couldn't pass it up. So just another bag that I wanted to show you. So guys, that's pretty much it for everything that I'm taking on the Twitter vibe with me this year. It took a ton of research and it took a ton of resources to amass all of these things. And I think Leah Wilcox and others have said it best. You can never be fully prepared for what you're going to run into out there. I might have took a little bit extra, a little bit more than I need. If I'm talking about racing and beating a record and being competitive. But I figure I can always get rid of something along the way. But boy, it's a painstaking cycle trying to figure out everything you need, especially if you're a rookie and you've never done anything like this, like me. But I think God has me ready, man. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope that when you decide to do the Twitter vibe or another bike packing trip, you have all the luck and all the blessings in the world. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed this video. But as of right now, remember what I always say. If you have to go anywhere or do anything, all you have to do is get on your bike and take